the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. For the right to return here in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 56, here we go from Los Angeles. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go,
And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ashton Davis on the...
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
48-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Second and 11 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he lost lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley is shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On the run, it's Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
48-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Bills first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 23 yards on the play.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 59, Mike.
Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Antonio Gibson.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's across
midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And a loose football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Down Dolphins.
Barkley shreds the tackle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 6 from the 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Dolphins 28, Bills 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now it's Jackson out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Chase Young.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Smith catches left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gibson. A gain of 9. Brings
on second down now. It's Gibson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On the give, this is their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
On second down, it's Gibson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major let.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because they softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal.
Now again to the big fullback use check. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 36-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Gibson. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 39, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Bills 35. Dolphins 30.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Barkley. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
44-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Dolphins 38, Bills 35.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards. They'll run on first down. Gibson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And at the 22-yard line.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2.
2nd and 8. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's time to learn that.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying.
There he goes left side, and he is in across the chalk. No time on the clock. What a way for them to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on their